Yeah, she did well. She's a good shooter. She's got a great motor. She wants to play. She wants to get better, and so people who want to play do things like rebound. And tonight, I think she had 8 or
Yeah.
something in pretty limited minutes. Um, the shooting part's not a surprise. The rebounding part, not really either, but not. I wouldn't say necessarily that's her. What she people know her as a shooter, but I think when you're young and you want to play, you run the floor, you get rebounds, you play defense, and she's going to do anything she can to find minutes. And so she did a good job today. It's a
How does
good kid who
anybody
works hard.
find minutes in a team this tight? And
It's
that's
hard.
gonna be a tough job for you to figure
It
that out.
is, yeah. And hopefully that's obviously you were with us a lot last year, and that was something we didn't really have to figure out because there wasn't very many bodies, but it's very different than it was last year. The good part about this team is, at least right now, stuff will happen, but this team doesn't really, they have fun and playing out there and seeing their teammates make baskets, and they're joking about DB, doing this and doing that, and Mout just comes out there right off the bat and hits a couple jumpers, and I think they're really supportive of each other. It's not, I don't know, there's sometimes that sibling rivalry or within those teams where you're kind of like hoping someone else isn't going to do well, so that makes you look better or gets you more opportunity, and that's just not the way this team is wired. They really, really want to see each other do well. They all work really hard in practice, and they all see that. So when you get to do this kind of thing, which it won't be all the time like this for sure, but when you get to do that, they're really great teammates and lifting each other up and happy for each other all the way down to the core. So it's fun to coach people like that.
Is that a tough stepping up a little bit here? 4 days you got Montana and another tough road doing WC.
Yeah, we're hoping to have tested ourselves a little bit more in Europe and in our before the actual game started, and we have, the scores just didn't end up being like that, but we test ourselves every day in practice, and we go against each other, and so while I wish we got a little bit more live competition, I think that it's great. Happy to have Warner Pacific here and excited for the next one. It gets real quick though because Montana has most everybody back. They added some really good transfers. We haven't seen them live this year because their one exhibition wasn't streamed either. So, besides what the G Fellers, kind of like Eliza and Lynn and Lee and Brenda, she's been there for a long, long time. This is, I think, her 5th year, and she's been, just adding players along her time. When she came in, she had some pretty good ones next to her, and then she just added along good player after good player next to her. And their team is good, and they do some things that are problematic. So.
Does the start of this season feel any different than the past? Because you know this team so well and you know these girls so well.
A little bit. I would say we've been able to move through stuff quickly. I think that you know what you're going to get most likely. I think that we've known, we now Callie and Peyton are the younger players. Obviously, we got the 3 new guys, but besides them, those guys are, and they've been here for 3 years, so you kind of know what you're going to get from them. Even it's not just the 5th-year players. It's all of them have been around for a while, and so we do have, you pretty much know what they're going to give it you night in, night out. There's a little bit of, some outlier in their game, but I think that part is every day we know what we can expect, and there's not very little surprises. And that's, I think, the biggest difference between the years past. Although we're playing teams that are much tougher than we have in some years. This is the toughest schedule we've had, and so, that part will be a variable that we'll have to see.
I don't know how much you pour over the stats in an exhibition game, but it shot better than 50% from 3. I have to imagine that's going to be one of this team's strengths this year.
Yeah, we've got some people who can put the ball in the basket from far away. And adding Kaylee, I think Kaylee's shooting the ball really well. So last season we saw a lot of Lynn and Brenna doing that, and Eliza. But Lee's been shooting it, I think, better than she did in her years prior, her first 3 years with us. And so, add her to the mix. You add Claire, and then the others have all improved as well. So I definitely think that that's going to be an area where we can be strong. Hopefully everybody will zone us, and we'll get a bunch of those looks.
Advantage to playing these over maybe a closed door scrimmage?
I think we have always done a mixed, so we had one of each this year, and that's been, I think, maybe all my years as a head coach. And it gives you an opportunity to maybe play some competition that wouldn't prefer to play you in a live game at this stage of the game, and then play someone in front of fans. Because I think that's the difference with this one, is it's nice to get out in front of fans and, for the freshmen for sure, but even shake the cobwebs off a little bit for the returners and just get them that live. It feels different. 2 weeks ago when we had the closed door scrimmage, there's another team here, but it didn't feel the same as this one. So it's nice to get those nerves out and see what it feels like. I think that's the biggest benefit.
Rebecca, was that about?
Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember that. Was that? Yeah, probably first quarter.
It's okay,
No,
it's fine.
It was really fun, and that was one of our keys in Scout. Just have fun. I think we sometimes forget, why we got into basketball in the first place, and because it's fun. And so we got to remind ourselves. And today, I think the team did really great with that.
With everybody essentially coming back and you guys getting together over this summer for your Europe trip and stuff, did it even feel like you guys had an off season? It kind of just feels like you guys had a little break and here you go.
Don't ask me. Don't look at me.
It was. I think we had a different summer. We took a break a little bit because we played for our national team, but I think with everyone else, it kind of seemed like we didn't stop. Next thing you know, we're back on campus and we're doing individuals and then seeing everyone again with the foreign tour. So it just feels like we're still on go, and we haven't stopped since last year.
You guys kind of got to be the guys cheering from the bench, whereas normally you guys are out there on the court. How fun is that when you guys get to just support some of the guys that see the floor?
Well, it's always fun when we see our teammates just having fun and playing a basketball, and we have little inside jokes and stuff like that on either defense or offense. So it'll happen during the game, and we're all excited, whether it's us on the court or whether it's us sitting on the bench. So I feel whenever we're on the court or on the bench, it's just always fun seeing our teammates win. So.
What do you guys think of Claire's play tonight?
Oh, she played amazing. She was really good. I liked her steals, her hustle, her rebounds. I feel like she's gotten so much more used to college basketball and stuff like that over the practices and the European tour. And from the first time I saw her playing and now she's grown so much, and it just shows her dedication, her commitment, and also her character as a person and a player. She wants to work hard, and her style of play is showing, and she's doing so well on the court.
Yeah, and everyone on this team knows that Claire puts in extra shots every single day, after practice,
Before
and we see her,
practice.
or
At
yeah,
night.
before practice, yeah, after after her study break and stuff too.
Yeah.
So just to see her work pay off, I think it's really I'm proud and happy for her as a teammate.